Hi everyone, welcome to the CBoom Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Alex.
What we're trying to do is help you make a pick, cover a spread, and win a ticket or two. First things first, shout out to our sponsors, Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium.
Brings that flavor to your table. If you're in the city, check him out. St. Clair and Rexley has more than hot sauce, super deluxe sandy. He has a jerk chicken salad, delicious to go down. And if you're not in the city, check him out at hotsauceunlimited.com. Look up Tata's.
And Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton. Go there for all your gaming needs, whether it's a new Xbox, new PlayStation, or some retro stuff. Go there for some fun.
Yeah, those guys know their stuff, Talk about it, learn about it before you pay for it.
All right, let's dive into it. Football. Last week was crazy, absolutely crazy. Pittsburgh, you bunch of...
Tennessee cost me. They cost me my loser's pool.
Yeah, Pittsburgh cost me. It was a rough week with Pittsburgh, that's for sure. All right, so this week, Thursday night, watch the game. So you've got Carolina coming in -7 at Houston. Obviously, you're going to take Carolina. It's an easy pick. It's the game is absolutely wild right now. It looks like two high school teams playing. Sam Darnold looks absolutely horrible. Hopefully, he can hold on though. 7-0 towards the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, this was a pick that was on all of our cards. This is a linchpin for us this week, so Carolina all day.
Yeah, there's no other option with this game. Sunday, you're coming out with Arizona at Jacksonville. Arizona's -7.5. Obviously, you're going to take Arizona in this game. The spread is a little crazy because I don't know if Arizona's actually going to show up, but either way, they will win the game.
I agree with you there. I think they're going to win. The 7.5 is where it kills me. If we're online, adjust those spreads. Take it down to 6.
Yeah. That's, that could be the difference between a win or a loss on your point spread ticket. The next game is Atlanta at the Giants. This is a great game. Giants are coming in at home, -2.5. Never take the Giants. You're going to go with Atlanta on this one.
I agree. I can't count the number of times the Giants have screwed me.
It's a good dog pick. The next game is Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore is on the road at -8.5. You can adjust this to -12, -14. Have some fun with it. It's going to be a good game. Detroit has been showing up lately. They almost beat San Fran on the home opener. They've been playing quite well, actually, but Baltimore will destroy them.
Yeah, I could easily take that at 12.5.
Yeah.
Safely.
The next game, sorry, Peter, but you've got Chicago at Cleveland. I absolutely hate Cleveland and everything they're about, but you take Cleveland -7.
Cleveland -7?
At home, -7 against the Bears. You take basically anyone over the Bears.
I agree that they're probably going to win, but I disagree on the amount. I say it's going to be a much closer game. But if you're on a win-loss thing, don't go with the Bears. But otherwise, I'd say take it at -3.5, -3. Could come down to a field goal.
Yeah, you never know. The next game is Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's at home -3. It's up to you. For me, this is a pick 'em. Cincinnati could do it. I'm staying away from this game. And if I'm playing it on a pool, it's going to be my boxed.
You sound like
pick.
you're just mad at Pittsburgh.
I'm so mad.
Box it.
So mad. The next game is Indianapolis at Tennessee. Tennessee's at home -5. Take Tennessee.
I had them on my losers pool last week, and this week they're set to win. So, you know what? I'll take that. But I don't see what the point of -5 is. Either adjust that to like a -5.5, -6, so it's a touchdown, or
They think it's going to be
safer.
more field goals. So 2 field goals will be the 6.
So
win
put it
loss.
to take that extra 0.5.
Yeah,
5.5.
by that point. All right, so the next game is the Chargers at KC. KC's at home -6.5. Everyone I talked to said, oh, it's going to be a close game. Absolutely not. KC will blow this away. They've played horrible so far this year, but it's a really easy game, actually. An easy win. Take this to -10.
This could be a confidence builder for them. So depending on how they play, maybe reconsider them going forward.
Yeah, you never know. The next one is the Saints at the Patriots. The Saints have a lot of people out due to COVID. Take the Patriots.
Yeah. The COVID is I don't think people understand how many players are going to be out during the seasons. Like, the Saints are just the first team to really have an exposure. But the way they're going, I think that's going to be a big play in picking bets. So I'm with you on this one. Patriots. They have a full team.
You can even adjust the spread to -6 due to that factor. The next game is Washington at Buffalo. Buffalo is at home, -7. Washington, let's go. This is going to be crazy. You take this spread all the way as high as you can adjust it, -18, -20. This is your blowout game.
For Buffalo,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree. I almost see Washington getting a win. I know that face, but I think you can go Washington the other way. Take Washington at -2.5.
Let's move on. The next game is Miami Miami Dolphins at Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are at home -4.
You got to take that. You got to adjust the spread again, 5.5.
You could try Miami in this one.
What?
It goes either way. For me, this is a pick 'em. Las Vegas hasn't shown me enough. Miami's got a hot team. It could go either way. Could go either way.
I think we're gonna see a couple of field goal differences. LA on that one. That's just my opinion. It's a new team,
Vegas.
new city. Or sorry, LA, Vegas. Yeah. They got what, 4 teams in Cali now?
Yeah, I'm staying away from that game. But let's look at the next game. The next game is the Jets at the Broncos. This is a great game. Broncos are at home -10.5. That's a big spread.
But you could make it bigger. I feel you could take that all the way to 12.5. Easy.
By a couple points, have some fun with it.
Yeah.
The next game is...
If you're betting on the Jets, we're going to slap you. Anybody at home that you know someone betting on the Jets.
There's no
Just
Jets
slap
money
'em.
out there for this week. But the next game is a good game. It's going to be a fun one to watch. You've got Seattle on the road against Minnesota. Seattle's -1.5.
That's going to be a fun one to watch, you're right. I think it is. I think the spread on that one's pretty accurate. It's going to be a very close game. But you got to take it at 2.5. Again, if it's a field goal, right? Try and adjust those spreads for a maximum push.
Yeah, you can do there. The next game's a good game. Tampa Bay on the road against the Rams. Tampa Bay is coming in -1.5. It's crazy. It could be a close game. I think Tampa Bay is going to win, obviously. But, yeah, I'm going to watch that game for sure.
That's what I'm keeping my eye on. Again, at the beginning of the year, Tampa, all day to win Super Bowl again. So
it's going to be good.
Starts here.
The next game, the last game of the evening, is Green Bay at San Fran. San Fran is at home -3.5. This is another dog pick. You want to take Green Bay in this.
I'm with you. Cheesehead all day.
Sorry, Uncle Jerry, but not this week.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, we got to win money.
And then Monday Night Football is going to be a fun game to watch. Philly at Dallas. Dallas coming in at home -3.5.
The Cowboys always screw me. And it's the last game of the week. As a safety, my idea here would be to box that
it.
game. You don't have to worry about Monday night on your tickets. No matter who wins, you wins.
Box that. All right, so that's NFL Week 3. Good luck, everybody. There's a couple good dogs we suggested there. Have fun. Let's move on to some UFC.
I'm excited. We've been talking about this pay-per-view for the last couple of weeks, just roughly brushing around the edges because, there was other events in between. But UFC 266 is coming up. It is a very stacked card, and I see a lot of underdog opportunities here that we can kind of play with. Starting with the prelims. You have Roxanne Modafferi paying out 4 against Talia Santos, who pays 1.25. Actually, looking at the stats, all the things that Talia does are actually physically favored by Roxanne. Roxanne has a bigger reach. She's taller, and her striking isn't the greatest, but it's good enough to survive. Talia, on the other hand, is weak against submissions. She doesn't really do any submissions. Now, when we're talking about the women's rankings here, honestly, I feel there are very few elite fighters, and I don't think Talia Santos is one of them. Roxanne Modafferi is a very talented fighter. She's not an elite, but she's definitely good enough to hold this one. Paying out 4, I think she's a safe bet to win.
I like her in this one.
I think that's a good start.
Even if it was like even odds 1-9, 1-9, I would have taken Roxanne based on experience. She's been around for a while.
Her submission game is going to be much better. as long as she comes out and plays.
I don't really know much about the other girl, but yeah.
She has not a great record. She hasn't fought any contenders. That record is largely Invicta, and I think she beat Angela Hill like 8 times. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Dan Hooker against Nasrat Haqparast.
And it's gonna happen. Nasrat did get the visa last minute. He got declined like 3 times or something.
Dan Hooker got declined.
Yeah, they both did.
Yeah, so they finally got everything sorted. If the fight goes, which they're saying it will now, 1.66 on Dan Hooker, who's 20-10 in his record, against Nasrat Haqparast at 2.25, 13-3. I personally like Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
I think he's a strong kid. He's got good striking. He definitely choked against Chandler, but I don't see him doing that again. 1.66, I think that's a safe bet. Over 1.5 is also a good bet there if you can take that. The next fight I want to talk about, and this is another big dog, is Marlon Moraes. He pays 2.87 right now against Merab Dashvali, who pays 1.44. Marlon Moraes is 23-8. He's fought nothing but top dog after top dog.
And lost.
He beat Jose Aldo. He lost his last 2, but he was on a 3-fight win streak before that. Merab has fought nobody. His record's 13-4. Arguably, Marlon Moraes has a better record, more experience against a much higher pedigree of opponent. I think this is a steal. You take Marlon Moraes. Sorry for all the Georgians out there, man. I'll pump Giga all day, but I think Marlon has this one. I don't know. You're free to disagree if you like.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna stay off that one.
Stay off that, no problem. The main card, though, this is where it gets stacked. You have Curtis Blades against Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Now that's
Blades is coming off a really bad loss.
Yeah, not just that, but he's now exposed that he's got no chin. Rozenstruik, on the other hand, is
one
like
punch.
He's like a poor man's Derek Lewis. He's still got the strength. I don't know if he's got that same oomph that Lewis has, but I mean, one punch to Blades, that jaw is done. He's gonna get caught, and he pays 3.4. Jairzinho Rozenstruik. So again, another dog on this card that I think will win. That one punch, 12-2 against 14-3. The records are even. Before we get to the co-main and main event, though, there is actually the most hyped event on the whole card: Diaz versus Lawler.
I'm excited for this.
It's the fight where stats don't matter, and there's no impact on
the weight classes are all just screwed up. Diaz didn't want to catch weight, or didn't want to make weight. Sorry.
Yeah, they were scheduled to fight at welterweight, and now he's asking for middleweight. Robbie Lawler said that's fine. We don't know until tomorrow how that goes. Diaz hasn't fought in years, but all his fights were against champs: Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, and he's beaten Lawler before. Lawler's active. He's looking good. He lost to Diaz before. How does that all weigh in? I don't know. Diaz 2.1, Lawler pays 1.72. Because this last-minute scramble with the weight class thing, I got to give it to Lawler here, 1.72. I love Diaz Army, but I can't see these shenanigans before the fight and not let it affect my picks. So depending on weight class, I might change that if they do go to middleweight, but if they don't, or if he's looking bad at the weigh-ins, I'm favoring Lawler at the moment. Oh, I hate saying that. What do you think?
Lawler. I'm a big Diaz fan, but the whole weight thing, and I saw his training videos. He looked like he was training with Holyfield.
It's sad.
I don't know, too much time out of the game. He needed real competition over the last 4 or 5 years, whatever.
It's tough, man. Diaz, good luck. If you win, I'll be super stoked. But right now, you got to show me something before that fight. So that being said, we do have 2 title fights on the card. We have Shevchenko versus Murphy for the flyweight title. And Shevchenko pays 1.07. So for every dollar you put on, you get 7 cents if she wins. So clearly don't put any money on that. Murphy pays 9. I really don't see the point of even pulling stats up here. Shevchenko just destroyed everybody in the top 10. Murphy is ranked number 5 right now, but realistically, I would put her at like 7. I don't see her really standing more than a 1-punch chance on Shevchenko. She'll have 1 punch in every round that it goes. Otherwise, she's just gonna get her ass beat by Shevchenko. Just, I wouldn't take Murphy.
It's going to be a
despite
fun
the
one
odds.
to watch, though, because Valentina likes to throw punches and have fun with the.
She likes to make
Have fun with her
joke
prey.
of her opponent. Yeah,
Yeah.
she plays with her food. But I think that's all it's going to be. It's just her playing.
I'm really looking forward to the Ortega fight, though. That's going to be my favorite fight of the night for sure.
That's going to be one of the most exciting fights. Stats on this one: Alexander Volkanovsky, featherweight champion, 22-1. His only loss was prior to UFC. Brian Ortega pays 2.5. His record is 15-1. His only loss is to Max Holloway. Now, I started doing a lot of research on this fight because people are really going for Ortega, but he's an underdog. And I really wanted to know why. There's a lot of stats that just favor Volkanovski. In striking, he throws 6.2 significant strikes per minute compared to Ortega's 4.29. 55% of all of his strikes land compared to Ortega's 38. He only absorbs 3.3 per minute, whereas Ortega tends to absorb 6.28. Even in grappling, where Ortega you would think,
Sorry to interrupt. As I said, watch us watch the game. Thank God. Oh my God. Missed extra point from Houston.
okay,
Sorry.
we'll come back. To,
That is crazy, guys. The amount of the 2 games could have changed last week because of missed field goals. It's insane. All you have to do, you have one job, kick the ball. Sorry to interrupt. We'll go back to UFC now.
but even in grappling, where you think that Ortega has the advantage, he doesn't. Takedowns per fight, Volkanovski actually lands 2.09 takedowns per fight. Ortega only lands 0.8. That's less than 1. That means some fights he doesn't get a takedown. If you're not taking down your opponent, you're not getting a submission.
No, he
Damian
can
Maia,
throw them. He
Nick Diaz,
can throw
Nate
them in the
Diaz.
air. He throws them in flying arm bars and all that
He
stuff.
doesn't do flying arm bars.
he
He's
did
never
do-
done one.
Brian Ortega,
Yeah, he's never done a flying
I
arm
believe
bar.
he did. He did it
No.
on.
No. Takedown defense as well, 72% on Alexander
I wanna look
Volkanovski, 56% on Ortega. I mean, if this fight goes to the ground, I think it's going to actually favor Volkanovski. He's a better defensive wrestler. He gets the takedowns when he wants. Ortega, on top of that, Ortega lost to Holloway. Volkanovski fights like Holloway in that he throws a lot of punches that are heavy-handed. He even beat Holloway using his own tricks, essentially. Ortega uses submissions and the grappling, but with the defensive wrestling, that's canceled out. I think the winner of this is going to be Volkanovski. He's going to walk in champ. He's going to walk out champ.
I don't
1.6.
think so. No.
I just don't see anywhere in this fight other than pure submissions that Volkanovski has a weak point at, and he's not going to get to submissions. I think that's going to be an exciting fight to watch.
I think he
regardless.
will. I don't think. I don't know.
I mean, I think
Max-
both guys are very talented.
When Max
But-
fought them, it was a little bit different because Max, when he fought Ortega, was in his like prime.
It was the next fight after Ortega, and then the next fight after that.
I guess so, maybe, but I
And
don't know.
then he came
I
out
like
and did
Ortega.
that, and then
in this
Holloway
fight
came
a
out and
lot.
did that fight where he was talking to Joe Rogan while punching the guy.
Yeah,
Remember, he was like, "Man, Holloway,
Calvin
if we
Kattar.
can ever have you, if we can ever have you on the show, bro, I would love that. I'll even let you punch me while looking at the camera. Just be like, hey, so, you'd be great. But yeah, no, honestly, I take Volkanovski. I don't see the Brian Ortega, but I don't see it being completely one-sided either. I think you said it right. It's going to be the fight of the night.
it's going to be a good one. It's going to be either that fight or the Diaz fight. If Diaz comes back with his when he fought Anderson Silva attitude, that would be a lot of fun to see.
Oh man, when he laid down in the cage against, they started the fight and he just laid down and looked at him like this.
That wasn't the start of the fight. That was during the fight.
He did it like 3 or 4 times.
It was insane.
He mocks people. Like that's gonna be one. That's the fight I'm looking most forward to. But there's no point to it. I don't know what that fight's gonna bring, and the hype at this point is just crazy. I think the sleeper one that everyone's gonna really enjoy is that title fight.
It's going to be a good one.
There's no way that's gonna be a lame fight.
It's going to go. I think that could go the distance.
That's a good pick. All right, I think that's all I got for UFC.
Yeah, guys. Have fun with the bets. Feel free to mix match them. There's some good picks there, good underdogs. And once again, shout out to our sponsors.
Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium brings that flavor to the table. Check them out at Rexy and St. Clair or at hotsauceunlimited.com. Look up Tata's.
And Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton. Go there for all your gaming needs. Don't forget the new Xbox and the PS5.
Yeah, all the new games coming out. Ask them about them before you buy them.
All right, guys. Have fun. See you soon.
Good luck.
All right, good show.
I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself. I need a good day. I need a better year. I need a blunt big enough to forget I'm here. I need some food for my thoughts and I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself.